Yo, what up? This is Roper, and what makes me sincerely is Richezza.
Welcome everyone, another episode of Sincerely Ritchurd. I got Roper here of Ricchezza. It's been a long time coming. Appreciate you letting us slide through. We in the A for it. So just hopping right into it, bro. Just tell the people about you. Where you from, how the brand got started.
From Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Started the brand down there like 2012. I thought about it, had what I was gonna do, but I ain't launch it till like 2012. So like that's the first launch of the website. So I was going strong with that. Then when I came out here to the A for Clark for college, you know what I'm saying? I moving around with it, linking up with a couple of people and shit, it just started going up, like
Right.
Started going up.
What was your first piece? Cause I know you said 2012, like what really said, I'm gonna do this for real, for real?
Cause bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, I always been like fashion, you feel me? So I buy clothes, but now I be like, if this was like this, it'd be hard, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just started making my own, like,
for real,
gathering up my ideas, you feel me? Start making my own.
Definitely. Does that play a role in the name? Cause Richezza, I don't think anybody will know what that is off bat.
It mean wealth in Italian.
Okay, that's lit. How'd you break it down to that?
Really, I went to Italy, bro. Like, this was like, I was like 15.
Okay.
So I just seen how it was different over there. Like, they was way ahead. Like, been dressing like, you feel me? Like slim. This was like
back in 2011,
bro. So I'm like, so I knew that when I started my shit, I wanted to like have that type of influence.
The right way.
Yeah.
It's interesting you say that, because my uncle lived in Switzerland. He came here in like 2010 and he had all the G-Star, you feel me?
Fly.
Fly as hell, but people just now catching on in the G-Star wave and all that. But I'm like, if you go overseas, they already know
they been on ball, man, all that, bro. Like, they been on that.
For real. So like, how has the process been? If you could describe it in a sentence or less, you know, what's it been like? Has it been fun, you know?
Patience, like, feel me? Like, just knowing how to stay down, like, not try to rush it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with timing. Like, I try to, like, calculate a lot of shit, you feel me? So, that's just really what it is.
What's been the hardest part about launching everything or just maintaining?
The hardest part is, like, I have an ideal in my head, but, like, getting it to like bring it to life just like you feel me, like envision it, especially with like dealing with like manufacturers and other people like really doing it, not being hands-on. So that's really the hardest part.
You mentioned manufacturers. Do you do all of this by yourself? Are you sewing the pieces yourself? You got help? How's that working?
Half and half.
Half and half. That's lit. You see that as being more productive, or does that affect your profits? Not to get too personal.
No, profit straight. Like, that's A1.
A1.
But like, I always want to like have my hands on. Like, I'm a hands-on person. So like, even if they doing what they got to do, I'ma still look over and be like, nah, we need to switch that up. So you feel me? Shit like that.
I like that. I like that.
I ain't just gonna sell anything. Like, I don't want to. It's my name, my face on it. So I ain't, put it out there like that.
What's the design process like? Is there anywhere special you go to create, or like, do you need anything in the background, music, anything?
I ain't gonna lie, I create right here, bro. That's my, you feel me? Singing, I go, like, it's better creating like dolo though. I be just dolo zoned out, like middle of the night type shit, like 4 in the morning type shit. So
yeah, that's how I am too.
Yeah, like where ain't nobody hitting the line, just you zoned working out. Yeah,
for real. I know it's been interesting following you on social media, because for a point in time, the whole like city of Chicago was rocking with you, and then out of nowhere, we start seeing like Thug, Gunna, all these, celebs with your stuff. How is that working? How did you get them in your gear?
Man, IG, like, I've been known, like, people from his camp, a couple people from his camp. You feel me? So it was been supposed to happen like Complex Con, like last year.
Right.
But I ain't even really had a lot of shit out too. So we was supposed to link. You feel me? Somebody from his camp was supposed to link. So that ain't work out. But it's good it ain't work out because you feel me? When I did link with him like 3 months later, I had the real shit in, like real quality. You feel me? And it was blasted. So
the right way. Do you have like a fashion background? Did you go to school for this? You just put the ideas together?
Just born with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, just always was into it.
Definitely.
Like, always.
Your people, like your mom, your pops, stay into fashion heavy. Like, how did you pick it up?
I mean, really, my cousins, like, they all older than me. So they used to be on my, OG, like, man, make sure you get them the mics, like, you feel me? So they just used to be in her ear, like, keeping me fresh. I used to get shit from my cousins, little shit like that. So I just started picking up slowly, like, all right, okay, cool. Started developing my own, like, taste.
Would you say that social media has been your biggest, like, marketing tactic right now? Or, like, what else do you do to get your brand out there and to the people?
It's all organic, bro.
Yeah.
But social media is, like, #1, I say. But it's all organic. Like, I don't do no type of strategies. Like, you feel me? I just
people rock
get
with
flat.
the brand,
Like,
right?
you feel me? Like, natural, organic.
Definitely. I know one of the questions I asked you before this was like, do you wear other designer stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I'm pretty sure a huge reason why people rocking with your stuff is because they see how you make it look. You make everything look fresh, so it's like your own marketing tactic in itself.
Yeah, that's crazy though, cause that's why people, like, I guess look and trust me with this shit, cause I didn't wore all that shit, like the Gucci, all that, like,
For
you
real.
feel me? It's like I'm creditable, you feel me? So it ain't like I'm only wearing my stuff cause that's all I could get, or you feel me? It's just like I really only like my shit right now, like, you feel me? Like, I really only get flying my shit. So
how do you feel about the state of fashion right now then?
It's like it varies, bro. It's a lot going on.
Where would you fit yourself in there? How would you define yourself? You high fashion, you rock, how would you call it?
That's a good question. Like, this shit, like, upscale, streetwear, it's really how you make it, like, you feel me? Like, you could go upscale with it, or you could be on some chill shit, or, you feel me?
Definitely.
But when I design though, I always try to make it like, alright, what I pop out in this, like, if I can't pop out in it, I don't want to wear it, like, you feel me? What's the point?
Definitely. Who's been like your biggest motivation or like your biggest supporting act throughout your whole process?
I ain't gonna lie, my OG, my old mama. So
definitely.
She just, I send her everything I do. If I do something, I send it to her. She give me a real opinion. So yeah.
I think that's always interesting too, cause I don't know how old she is, but when we hear from like the older people, we kind of take that with a grain of salt. Like, should we really listen to that?
Yeah,
should we not?
Like, it be whatever, but it's just good hearing, like, you feel me, somebody that's not in it.
Right.
So that's just like somebody totally foreign to what's going on right now. Like, what do they think? You feel me?
Right. So I know you moved out to Atlanta for school, but it doesn't seem like you got any plans of coming back to the crib anytime soon. How's Atlanta, the community, the fashion community, just the support in comparison to the crib?
Atlanta great, bro. Like, I mean, the crib, like, that's the crib. That's what made me. But Atlanta, like, they show love, they gonna embrace, like, you feel me? So it's Atlanta, you feel me?
Yeah.
They know, they understand what's going on.
Definitely.
Even on the music scene, like, they fuck with each other, they rock with each other, they get it. You feel me?
Would you say that Chicago has a chance of being like Atlanta anytime soon? And if not, or if so, what could we do to make it different?
I don't know the answer, you feel me? But
definitely.
Chicago, bro, the crib, like, we started a lot of trends, like lingo, all, like, you feel me? So we got it. Like, we got it. It's just,
Everybody just want to take their little credit for it versus just saying Chicago did it. It's like individuals. I feel that. Would you say that You still have a strong like foundation in Chicago though, as far as people purchasing your stuff. And
yeah, I get love. Like,
yeah,
like you feel me?
Definitely.
Top 3 cities for sure.
Definitely. What are your other 2?
The A, and probably like, I ain't gonna lie, like Houston.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Houston.
Trap and all of them.
Yeah.
For real.
Lit.
So I think that probably will wrap up the interview portion. I do got some lightning round questions for you, so we'll hop into that in a second. Right now we're about to hop into the lightning round. Just a quick recap of what it is. You get about 5 seconds to answer 6 questions of mine. If you don't answer before the buzzer, I will give you a You ready?
Let's go.
For sure. First question, if you can invent a new holiday, what would it be?
Money Day.
Money, oh, I like that.
Money Day.
I like
Richezza
that.
Day.
Richezza Day.
Crazy.
If you could choose to stay the same age forever, what would it be?
21.
Well, okay. The last artist you listened to?
Thug.
What is your favorite outdoor activity?
Going to the bank.
Would you rather live 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future?
Future.
Yeah, I like that.
We ain't going back.
And if you could have one last meal, what would you eat?
Shrimp.
Ooh, okay. Well, that wraps up the lightning round. Appreciate you. Looks like you passed. It's been great. It's been a long time coming. We finally made it happen. You treated us like family, so appreciate
Always,
you.
Bro.
What you got coming up next, man? I know you super secretive, but you gotta either tell us the next drop or let the people know where they can find you.
IG, Roper Ricchezza, you feel me? Website, richezzaforever.com. I got some shit. It's gonna be a hot winter. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be a
hot winter. Like this, just you feel me? The pre. I just want to check temperatures. But no, I'm finna have a real drip. Like
for
real shit going on.
Appreciate you.
For sure.
Well, man, y'all heard it here first. Sincerely, Ritchurd and Richezza. Appreciate you again, bro. We're gonna be in tune.